Hello my friends, welcome back and welcome to the new folks that are here today. I'm excited because I'm going to be making a really healthy dinner. I've been trying to eat very healthy this year, New Year, and what I'm making is a Mediterranean cod that will be roasted, as well as quinoa with roasted Parmesan eggplant. All healthy food. So let me show you how we're going to do this. Okay, let's start with one large eggplant. Mine's not really large, but there's only two of us, so it should be good. And we're going to cut it in half. And then we want to score it, kind of make diamond patterns on it. Now take your salt and kind of pop those seams open and sprinkle salt down in there. There. Now let's set this aside for 30 minutes. Okay, now let's get our quinoa ready. I've taken a saucepan. I've added 2 cups of water to the saucepan. Let's put a little salt in it. And then I have pre-rinsed quinoa. If yours is not pre-rinsed, be sure and rinse it. And this is 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. Now we're going to put this on the stove, bring it to a boil, and once it starts boiling, cover it and simmer it for about 15 minutes. Now I'm going to mix ingredients for my Mediterranean cod. I have oregano, tomatoes, capers, Greek olives, or a Mediterranean mix of olives, roasted red peppers, chopped garlic, salt and pepper, lemon juice, a little cayenne, did I say capers, and olive oil. Let me show you how we're going to mix that together and the quantities. Okay, I have about 3/4 a cup of chopped grape tomatoes, 1/4 a cup of capers that have been rinsed, 1/2 of a roasted red pepper, chopped, Mediterranean olive mix, and I've cut these some, and that's about 1/2 to 3/4 a cup. And I am making this for 2 people. You might want to double your recipe if you're making it for 4 people. I have 2 large cloves of garlic I've chopped, about 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, a pinch of black pepper, freshly ground, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to just put a shake of cayenne on here. You could put red peppers in this. Let's put about a tablespoon of olive oil. And about 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now let's stir that up. Now this is to go on our cod. Now my quinoa is starting to come to a boil, so I'm going to leave you for a minute, and we're going to let this sit until we're ready to roast our cod. Okay, now I have my quinoa cooking, and my oven is preheating to 400 degrees. I should have started that earlier, but we're ready now. It's been 30 minutes, and this eggplant with the salt on it, the salt draws out the waters, and that helps remove some of the bitterness. So what we want to do now is kind of squeeze these eggplants and pat them dry. Get down in there too. And you're gently squeezing. You don't have to be rough on these. And then you're going to put them on your baking sheet. And I put parchment paper down on my baking sheet. Okay. Now let's take some olive oil and spray our eggplants. And you're going to want to put this into your oven and roast it for about an hour or until it's tender. Now I have 2 4-ounce fish fillets, and what we want to do is pat these dry. Now take a baking dish or a baking sheet. You can line it with parchment paper or spray it with oil like I'm doing. And again, your oven is preheated to 400 degrees. Now I've taken half of a red onion and thinly sliced it. And I'm just going to lay that down on the bottom of this baking dish. Now you're going to take your fillets and lay them down on top of those onions. I'll take our mixture that we had set aside and let's just spoon this on top. Or pour it, whichever works. And you can tell that's plenty for 2 fillets. It goes a long way. In fact, this is probably more what should be for 4. Okay, let's put this in our oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll measure the internal temperature of our fish to make sure it's cooked through. Alexa, remind me in 12 minutes to check the fish.
Okay, I'll give you the reminder to go off in 12 minutes.
Now our eggplants are finished. I have roasted for, mine actually roasted for 45 minutes. And I have let them cool for about 10 minutes. So what we want to do now is take a bowl and a big tablespoon, and let's just scoop out, easier said than done, scoop out. Let me do it this way. And mine wasn't done. It looked done. I'm going to put it back in. I'm thinking it should be scooping easier. I'll be back. Okay, let's give this eggplant another try. It's still a little warm. It is better. I had not cooked it long enough. It's so hot that I can't handle it. Let's let this cool down a little. All right. I'm going to mash this up a little. I've got 3/4 a cup of grated cheese. We don't need all of it. Need about a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. And I'm going to get a shake of cayenne. Red pepper works also. Going to add in my cooked quinoa.
This is a reminder. Check the fish.
Better check the fish. I'm going to spray this with a little oil.
This is a reminder. Check the fish.
Be right back. Okay, my fish was only at 120 degrees internal temperature, so we'll let it continue to cook. I'm going to put a little more oil on this one, about a tablespoon of oil. And let's put some freshly ground pepper. That's about 1/8 teaspoon and about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Let's mix this up. Quinoa Parmesan eggplant. Yum. I'm looking forward to this. I wish I had gone on and cooked it longer like I was supposed to. Maybe it wouldn't have been such a struggle. Okay, gonna set this aside until our fish is ready. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, let's serve that up. Wow, this looks great. Let's give it a try. Go for the fish first. Get some goodies on there. I love it. And my fish is cooked perfectly. I cooked it till it was 145 degrees Fahrenheit internal. It makes it nice and flaky. Let's try our Quinoa Parmesan eggplant. That is really good. Yes, even with my struggle in cooking my eggplant, that is really good. And over here I have a Brussels sprout salad, and I'll put the recipe out on my website at some point on this, but I do have another Brussels sprout salad on my website if you want to give it a try. I'll have a link below in the description. But folks, this is delicious. You're going to have to give this a try. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already one of our ongoing friends, and continue to join the rest of us as I bring you some more of my delicious recipes. Thanks again for joining me. Bye now.